Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of PS Educate Me. We are going to read The Stars in the Sky. Using the front cover, what do you think this book is going to be about? Let's find out. The Stars in the Sky. One day in Storybrooke Village, Wyatt gets an important message on his super duper computer. Looks like Princess P needs our help, he says. I wonder what she needs help with. Wyatt finds Princess P. She says, Wyatt, I really want to play on that rainbow, but my mom says I can't. Queen P says, That's right, a rainbow is just colored light. It is beautiful, but you cannot play with it. Princess P is very upset. Wyatt says, This is a super big problem, and a super big problem needs us, the super readers, calling all our super readers to the book club. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what happens. Wyatt, Pig, Red Riding Hood, and Princess P meet at the book club. Wyatt says, Together we will solve Princess P's problem. Princess P says, I want to play on a rainbow, but my mom says I can't. How can I play with a rainbow? Friends, how do you think she can play with a rainbow? Or if you don't think she can play with a rainbow, how come? Wyatt says, When we have a problem, we look in a book. Princess P waves her magic wand. She says, Peas and carrots, carrots and peas. Book come out, please, please, please. What do you think the book is going to say? Let's find out. A book flies off the shelf. The title is The Stars in the Sky. Wyatt says, We need to jump into this book and find the answer to Princess P's question. It's time to transform. In a flash of stars, the super readers change into superheroes. Alpha Pig with alphabet power, Wonder Red with word power, Princess Presto with spelling power, and Super Y with the power to read. Oh, which superhero would you be, friends? Make sure to leave us a comment so we can read about it. They climb into their Y flyers and say, Super readers to the rescue. Then they fly into the book. Princess Presto says, Presto, we're in the Stars in the Sky book. Super Y says, This book is about Ella. Ella wants to play with the stars, but she cannot reach them. Princess Presto says, That's just like my problem. I want to play with a rainbow, but I can't. We need to find Ella. The super readers find Ella. She is looking up at the sky. Ella asks the super readers, Can you help me reach the stars? What do you think, friends? Do you think the super readers will be able to help Ella reach the stars? Wonder Red says, Maybe I can help. I am a really high jumper. She leaps high in the air, but Red can't jump high enough. Ella asks the super readers, How will I reach the stars? Who's up next? Alpha Pig to the rescue. Let's see, will he be able to reach the stars? Alpha Pig says, With my amazing alphabet tools, I can help us climb that hill. Then Ella will be high enough to reach the stars. Look, I see alphabet letters. Let's follow them, says Alpha Pig. Ella and the super readers climb the alphabet path from the letter A to the letter Z. Alpha Pig says, Lickety letters, we made it to the top. Ella says, Maybe now I can reach the stars. She jumps as high as she can, but it still doesn't work. What do we think is going to happen next? Just then, Ella sees stars in a puddle. She tries to pick one up, but she can't. These aren't real stars. They are reflections in the water, says Ella. Oh, how is Ella feeling right now, friends? How do you know? Ella says the real stars are still way up in the sky. Maybe if we go up that big mountain, we can reach the stars, says Ella. Ella says, but the mountain is so tall. How will we ever get to the top? Who are we going to call, friends? Princess Presto is to the rescue. Princess Presto waves her magic spelling wand and says, I can spell the word balloon. A balloon will lift us to the top of the mountain. Balloon. Presto! Wonder Red says, into the balloon. Everyone climbs in. They fly up, up, and away. Will they reach the top of the mountain? Let's find out. Ella says, the stars look so close. I think I can reach them now. Ella jumps and jumps. I still can't reach them. Ella sadly tells the super readers. Then Ella sees glittery lights floating all around. She says, look, stars. Super Wise says, uh-oh, those aren't stars. Those are fireflies. Ella frowns and says, I don't want to play with fireflies. I want to play with stars. Who are we going to call on now? The stars are too high. I'll just have to play with nothing. That's what my story says. See? Says Ella. Ella plays with nothing. Super Wide to the rescue. Will he be able to solve the problem? Let's find out. Super Wise says, I can change the story and save the day. He changes the sentence. He takes out the word nothing. He puts in the word stars. Zap! Ella closes her eyes. She imagines jumping and twirling with the stars. She says, I'm doing it. I'm playing with the stars. Ella opens her eyes and says, when I imagined it, I felt like I was really playing with the stars. Superwise says, super job, super readers. We changed the story and helped Ella play with the stars. Ella says, thank you, super readers. The super readers say, goodbye, Ella. Have fun. Hip hip hooray! The super reader saved the day. We changed the story. We solved the problem. We worked together. So, hip hip hooray! The super reader saved the day. Well, friends, how can Princess Presto play with the rainbow based on what we just read? Make sure to leave us a comment below so we can see what your thoughts are. All right, we'll see you next time on PS Educate Me. Bye.